Oh my gosh, there's still more coming out of California. What is it this time? Let's find out next. Hey everybody, Dave Edwards, Treasure Valley Dave here. And in my research for those other stories about what's going on, things always kind of tend towards California. And then there's just more and more and more stuff comes out. So what came out this time that caught my eye? Well, before we get to that, hey, please go to our website. This is a great little place to go to. Hit that resources button right there. A bunch of great stuff for you to download. It's all for free. It's all for you. If you have any suggestions of something else you'd like to see, please let us know. Anyway, so today we've got California Democrats. You know, they have a super majority in California, the legislature, and they can do whatever they want. California Democrats adopt a measure to protect corrupt politicians from recall. How does that work? So they're going to change the recall process for local officials to make it impossible for voters to use the tool to combat corruption and affect change. So in essence, what this means that they're going to do is they're going to say, yeah, you can have a recall, but you can't say who replaces. If you kick a corrupt Democrat out of office, corrupt Democrats are going to pick another one to put back in. California Democrats have long feared the recall powers of citizens, and now they are making a move to limit that power. Democrats in the state Senate approved a bill this week, AB 2582, to change the recall process to allow incumbent politicians, rather than voters, to appoint replacements in recall elections.
This election is a matter of life and death. Public health is on the ballot.
Democrats say they are simply trying to remove the hyperpartisanship from hyperpartisanship in California. If someone said hyperpartisanship in California, what do you normally think of? See? What are they trying to pull over your eyes? I don't know, but it came from a lamb, a sheep, something, but they're pulling it. Despite hundreds of recall attempts since 1913, only a handful have succeeded. So it's like they're so worried that what? That somebody might get kicked out. Gray out Davis did. Sure, we did that back in 2013, but it doesn't happen very often. So I wonder what they're worried about. I'm not sure. But let's keep going down the line. Now you have corrupt politicians, Democrats in California, and I'm not saying they're all, but they all support the same agenda, so it's like, okay, by default. An ominous warning for the California economy. Remember Bill Clinton said it was the economy, stupid. That doesn't apply anymore. Economic warning signs are mounting in California. So Bloomberg said that just 9 companies headquartered in the Golden State went public in the first 3 quarters of 2022, compared to 81 during the same period last year. 81, 9. That seems like it's a pretty downhill slope. More things that Bloomberg found was that as of September 30th, initial public offerings, IPOs in California, had raised just $177 million, compared to an average of $16 billion during the same period over the last 5 years. Something's not just falling off the cliff, it's being hurtled at like warp speed. The 177 million figure, that's the amount that California IPOs raised in the first 3 quarters of this year, represents just 2% of funds generated by U.S. companies that went public through the end of September. Last year at this time, California accounted for 39% of those funds nationally. California went from 39% of the IPOs to 2%. If this trend continues, it could spell an end to the streak California has maintained since 2003 of generating more IPOs than any other state. I wonder what's going on over there. This guy says, he's a legislative analyst, says we're already seeing an immediate effect. California collected $2.8 billion less in taxes in September than it thought it would, making it the 3rd straight month the revenues came in below projections. Released from Gavin Newsom's Department of Finance. The problem is also pronounced at a local level. In San Francisco, they said that revenues from new business tax have plunged, leading to a shortfall of tens of millions of dollars for homelessness, mental health, and substance abuse. What else did it not leave money for? Well, no, it did. They apparently had plenty of money for it. They had secured $1.7 million in state funds to build a local public bathroom in San Francisco. Must be a heck of a bathroom, right? Well, there it is. San Francisco's self-cleaning public toilets. Make me scared for the future. Yeah. Wow. Would you? Leave your comments in below. Have you ever used an outhouse that looked quite like that? Amazing. Just amazing. And I heard, too, within the first few hours, it broke. I heard that on the radio yesterday. It's like, oh my goodness. So with all this leadership that we have in California and seeing what it's been doing, what do you think might happen next? Well, apparently Gavin Newsom looks like he might be making a run for the United States presidency. A lot of people are asking this question. And it looks like he's turning his attention to blah, blah, blah. Oh, he keeps poking at the governors of Texas and Florida. His increasingly national profile, which includes an appearance last month at a political festival in Texas, helping to raise money for embattled Democrat candidates, has fanned speculation that Newsom is laying the groundwork for a presidential run. And the state senator Brian Daly said that you all know he's running for president of the United States. It's obvious he's spending money in other states. He's not focused on California, and Californians are suffering. Well, that's a very true statement right there, huh? So what can you do? Well, let's see. You could get out of California. You could bring your money to a safe place outside of California. You could put plot your future in some place that's outside of California. Maybe Idaho is that place. Gavin Newsom, governor, your governor. We have Governor Little. If I wanted to pick one of those two, well, let's say I'm going to be charitable here. Gavin Newsom certainly has more cognitive ability than our current president. Could anybody argue against that? So when it comes to getting the Democrat, through the primaries, who do you think would win that? Newsom, young, nice hair. That could be a problem, but I don't know. Governor Little, I could see him being much better than Gavin Newsom any day of the week. So what happens if Newsom wins? Who's going to become your governor? Oh my gosh. What if Kamala goes back to California? Oh, get to Idaho. Our governor is not the greatest person in the world, but with all of his patriots putting pressure on him to do the right thing, he'll be doing the right thing a lot more than whatever those efforts would have got you back in California. Oh my gosh. So anyway, hey, thanks for watching. You're on this video. Go ahead and like it and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And we come out with videos all the time, and I don't want you to miss any of those. And maybe you see one that somebody else needs to see, so please share it with them. Well, this is Dave Edwards. And gosh, leave your comments down below. I'd like to hear what you have to say about all this. It just blows my mind. Sorry to have to keep repeating all this, but dang. Dang. Anyway, well, hey, this is Treasure Valley Dave. Looking forward to helping you get home to Idaho.